When my East Asian wife asked for a modern prenup, I had no idea she was preparing to leave me, Dave, but when she cheated, her own clause stripped her of everything.
The moment Claire insisted we needed a modern marriage agreement, I should have seen the warning signs. She spoke about trust, partnership, and security, but her eyes kept drifting to my growing business portfolio. At the time, I believed her intentions were pure. I had no idea she was planning something far bigger, or how spectacularly her plans would crumble. Claire and I had been together for 6 years. I met her when my company was still operating out of a cramped basement and my biggest luxury was a second-hand laptop. She supported me then, cheered me on, told me I would change the world one day, and a part of me clung to that memory long after everything else had changed. But as my business grew, Claire changed too. Little things at first, new friends who talked more about money than values, weekend trips with coworkers that she insisted were just team bonding, and a sudden fascination with expensive things she once never cared about. I chalked it up to stress. I wanted to believe in her. Then one afternoon she said, "We need a prenup update." Her voice was calm, casual, practiced. She explained it as a precaution, something all successful couples do. She said she wanted to protect both of us. The document she presented looked harmless. A division of assets, clear terms in case of separation, and an unusual clause. It stated that infidelity would void all financial claims from the spouse who committed it. I remember laughing, saying, "Well, that's fine. I'm not going anywhere." She smiled, a little too quickly, and said, "Neither am I." I signed. Months passed. The distance between us grew. Claire was always busy, always tired, always somewhere else mentally, calls during dinner, messages late at night. A shift in her energy every time a certain name flashed on her screen. One morning, while preparing for an investor meeting, I received a message from an unknown number. "I think you should know what Claire has been doing." Attached were photos, not graphic, but unmistakable. Claire meeting a man at a cafe, holding hands, hugging him in a quiet corner. Sharing smiles meant for someone in love. My chest went cold. I didn't confront her immediately. I asked for the truth gently that evening. She denied everything. I showed her the photos. She fell silent. Then she said something that revealed her true intentions. "Kenty, we handle this like adults. You have money. I've supported you. We can separate peacefully." Something inside me settled, not anger, not heartbreak, just clarity. I contacted my lawyer and handed over the prenup she insisted on. The next day, Claire filed for divorce, thinking she would walk away with half of everything I built. What she didn't know was that I had already submitted evidence of her breach. Weeks later, in court, Claire appeared confident. Her lawyer spoke about contributions, emotional labor, and years of support. Then my lawyer calmly placed the updated prenup, her prenup, in front of the judge. The judge read the infidelity clause, read the dates, read the attached evidence. Claire's expression shifted from confidence to confusion, to disbelief, to fear. The judge closed the file and said, "Mrs. Walters, the document is clear. Due to your violation of its terms, you forfeit all financial claims. The court recognizes your spouse retains complete ownership of their assets." Claire's lawyer turned pale. The courtroom was silent. Claire looked at me with eyes full of shock, not because she lost the money, but because she realized I finally saw through her. Outside the courtroom, she whispered, "You planned this." I shook my head gently. "No, you did. I just signed what you wanted." After the divorce, I rebuilt my life with peace, not bitterness. My business grew. My relationships with friends flourished again. I discovered hobbies I had forgotten. I rediscovered who I was without the weight of someone who no longer believed in me. Months later, I saw Claire at a cafe, alone, quieter, changed. She approached me softly. "I thought I could control everything," she said. But I didn't even see what I was becoming. I nodded. Not with anger, not with judgment, but with closure. We talked for a few minutes, nothing dramatic, just two people acknowledging the truth. As I walked away, I realized something. The prenup wasn't revenge. It wasn't punishment. It was protection from the very storm Claire had created. And in the end, it wasn't the paperwork that saved me. It was finally accepting the truth I had ignored for too long. You can lose someone you love and still win back your life, Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more.